Welcome back to the Anime Club, everyone. I'm switching it up this time. Didn't use why hello there. He's welcome back. Getting fancy.
Don't you always use welcome back during
No.
this?
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
I'm pretty sure you use welcome back pretty often. As the editor, that seems eminently familiar to me.
He does use it, but it's not as often as the other one.
Oh.
It's like the second most often.
Oh.
Nah, I feel scrutinized.
Under a fucking microscope.
Everything Nick Nack does is analyzed here when he's exposing his taste for anime. Yeah.
I think I have fine taste. Thank you very much.
I disagree.
Well, this week today we're talking about the story and the characters for Garden of Sinners.
God, Shiki's comment, if God lives, I could kill
So
him.
fucking edgy.
Yep.
Yes. God.
So, I guess for a movie, bleh. It's been a while.
I mean, it's a part of the greater Ufotable cinematic universe.
Well,
It's part of the greater Nasuverse.
Yeah, that too.
Seki's learning.
Yeah, Nasuverse is the right term here.
Seki has had a lot of experience looking up AO3 archives because of you. Seki cannot help but learn so that Seki can share with the world the kind of degenerate shit in the archives.
Also the amount of edginess. It seems like edginess runs straight clean through the Nasuverse.
Yeah. Nasuverse is nothing if not edgy.
I mean, I'm not saying I couldn't kill God if you gave me enough caffeine, right?
If you give you enough caffeine and a knife, you could definitely kill God.
Yeah, like, I've got that manic energy. When you give me enough caffeine, I could definitely take out God.
Got that crackhead energy going.
Yeah.
So, how do I start describing this plot without,
Okay, this plot is a story about someone getting revenge porn and other people getting butthurt and having to stop the person from getting revenge porn.
I think that's a very accurate description of this.
I think that's incredibly
Although
accurate.
I do have to ask this. Why did she kill the driving guy?
it was a reaction. Like,
Yeah.
the guy was gonna hit her with the car, so the same way you would, like, go to the light and if you knew you were gonna get hit as a deer in a headlight, she just...
Yeah, I didn't see that scene at all. I probably missed that. Wasn't paying attention to that part. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so yeah, it's revenge porn. I mean, the murder mystery is revenge porn.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're just tasked with stopping it.
Yeah.
Really.
They'd have to stop the revenge porn. No?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't know how much it's deserved.
I mean, the point here, and the wider point here is that she really shouldn't be killing, but you can say someone's actions are wrong without being unable to sympathize with them. That's the entire point of the movie.
Look,
Yeah.
I did not come here to philosophize.
Philosophize.
If someone,
Yeah, philosopha.
if someone killed your cat and you turned around and decided to kill them for killing your cat, I could be like, no, you probably shouldn't kill them for killing your cat, but also...
I can understand.
I don't know. I value Sissa more than I value most people in my life.
But then I'd be like, but also... Emotionally, I get it.
Yeah, understandable. Have a day. Be
I
like if
actually-
I killed Rocco.
Yeah. Actually, on that note, I did like that at the end, they didn't, like, her comeuppance, she didn't really get any comeuppance. They just stopped her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was, you can't be doing this, but they actively don't kill her for it.
Yeah.
I like how the character, she would have died anyways because she already basically exploded on the inside from appendicitis.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking as someone who's had appendicitis before, yeah, it does feel like you get stabbed with a knife.
Speaking as someone who's caused appendicitis before, apparently.
I didn't bring that up, but...
Yeah.
Hey, don't point that knife over here. What if you accidentally stab me in the back and I start feeling things again?
Just
Come on.
desserts, my dude. Just desserts.
Just tell you, like, until they actually said appendicitis, I thought like she was actually like in she was pregnant and like they accidentally just stabbed the fetus with a knife, and that was all that was causing the pain. It was the pain of the fetus, and that was it, because she was still like totally numb to pain.
That's just really how pregnancy works, but okay.
Hey, it's
we'll go with that.
World. I don't fucking know.
Like okay, I can follow Vorn's train of thought here. I didn't think it was the pain of stabbing, but I just thought maybe somehow she was associating it with pain in some way inside her head until they just said straight up, it's appendicitis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
I mean, they said she got stabbed in the stomach. I was thinking, what's in the stomach?
The only reason that I even went on that train of thought is
the uterus is not the answer.
The only reason that I thought,
I mean, she was getting raped like about since like
that doesn't
6 months
physically
ago?
change the location of the uterus inside of the human body.
No, it doesn't.
They said stomach area. I'm assuming around here.
The uterus is here.
It's lower. It's a lot.
The stomach's here.
It's a lot.
Failures of our American sex education, folks.
Oh.
Yes.
All right, so Realm, you were saying something.
So I was basically just saying like, the only reason that I even thought it might have been pregnancy was because of all the Goblin no at the beginning of the series, until they literally just said, "Oh, it's appendicitis," and I'm just like, "Oh, okay, that's another plausible explanation, I guess."
Just tell you though, Knick-Knack. Most reason why I failed freaking that kind of bit is because of our classmate. You know who I'm talking about.
Okay, I nothing could get done in that class.
Yes. We'll tell you guys later.
I would have told them before, but yeah.
Yeah, they probably know.
Yeah. So
We'll check.
we got a little bit more like personality from our characters, which was nice.
Yes.
'Cause like the first movie was nothing. The first movie was nothing.
Things just happened in the first movie.
Quite literally.
And then in the second movie it was like backstory, but just backstory.
Yeah.
And now we're finally getting like character interactions.
Characterization.
I mean, that's the
Yeah.
most important part of all this. The big, like, a lot of the series is how these characters interact, like these imperfect characters interact with the world, except for one guy.
See, here's the thing, right? I know originally you put in the first movie as a standalone because we were doing movies as standalones, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like when we watched the second movie, if you had like come to us and been like, what if we just watch like, our normal anime is what, like 3-4 hours worth? What if we watch 3-4 hours worth of Garden of Sinners movies? Like, let me show you like 3 movies at once. This would have really benefited these movies because it feels like we're getting like a single episode of an anime series at a time. Very often. Like, if these were all watched together, I feel like I would have more... It'd be easier to piece it together and, like, sit through it. But watched one at a time, it feels like you're throwing crumbs at us. And they're supposed to assemble to form a biscuit. But we don't have the biscuit yet.
The problem is, like, they don't exactly, like, jump good from one to the other.
Yeah, but imagine if you were watching, like, the first 4 movies together. The first movie wouldn't feel so bad, because then you would immediately get backstory and characterization in the next 2 episodes. It would be like watching 45-minute episodes, which are common in a lot of TV series now, 45 to 55-minute episodes.
Yeah. So that's honestly something that would honestly help, even if these aren't episodic in nature, until you actually put them in order.
I don't know. I think they kind of are episodic in a lot of ways. Like, you can say, right, that, like, inside each one there is a plot, right? There's a story that gets told. But that's true in most episodes of anime series as well. I think these are more episodic than they are movie-like, overall. Like, these as movies, I feel, fail in a lot of major ways in terms of storytelling. But if you just, like, watch them all together, I feel like it would just feel like a bunch of extended episodes.
Yeah.
Of a single series.
Yeah.
Like season 1.
They have recurring characters and stuff like that, and recurring plot elements, but I think what will really help is watching this in the chronological order, let's say, that these episodes technically take place in the timeline at some point.
Yeah.
But I think
that's kind of out of our
rule
scope
set
here.
and
Yeah.
rule set.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I actually might have.
It's a failure of the rules, but at the same time, even if we watch them in the order we're currently watching them in batches would improve the experience, I think.
Yes.
I think. I don't know because I haven't tested this theory, but I feel like the first 3 movies for sure, as one batch, would have been decent.
Yeah.
As opposed to horrendous, really good, and meh.
I don't know. If we watch it chronologically, I still feel we still would have hated movie 1 because like.
Oh yeah, but
Almost
no, but
nothing.
movie 1 comes much later in the chronology, so you would already have a bunch of movies building up character and backstory, and then movie 1 would just be a plot built on the characters and backstories. This is hypothetical, of course, because we haven't watched it that way, but it's entirely possible that movie 1, outside of the sound balancing, would not have been nearly as bad, provided we already had the characterization and backstory.
I'll jump in here as someone who's actually seen all the movies and has watched movie 1 after knowing everything at this point. Yes and no. Movie 1 has fundamental, like, scatterbrain problems of how it tells its story.
But it's better once you know the backstory and shit. Like, once you actually know who you're following.
Yeah.
It's bound to be better, because at least by the time you get to movie number 1 in the chronology, you've already formed a bond with the characters.
Just remember, I still gave movie 1 either a meh or a shit. I think it was a meh teetering on a shit. After that was like my 3rd or 4th time watching it.
Still. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the first 3 movies would have benefited by being watched in a single batch.
Yeah.
Waifu Wars?
Waifu Wars, I
Waifu
guess.
Wars, yeah.
Waifu Wars.
Waifu
Waifu
Wars.
Wars. Waifu Wars. Knick-knack.
You gotta start with me.
I
It's your
always do.
show. It's your show.
It's because your name, like...
Rolls
knick-knack.
off the tongue.
No, it clicks.
Clicks. So
You
yeah,
know what I
rolls-
mean? Like, it makes a clicky noise.
Nick.
Like my keyboard.
Nick.
Yeah.
Nick.
As opposed to Realm Shifter or Vorn. Vorn is too short. Realm Shifter is too long, and you have to, like, round the words.
Realm shifter.
Yeah, you have to, like, round it, and then it doesn't work in that quick fire way that Knick-Knack does, which is...
You can always just shorten it to realm, but even then, that's still
It's
still
still-
round. It's still round.
round.
It's still round.
It's the elm versus Knick-Knack. It's the cup versus
What are we even talking about at this point? We're supposed to be doing Waifu Wars.
Yeah, waifu Knick-Knack.
I'm stalling.
Too late. 3, 2, 1.
Shiki.
Okay.
Shiki.
Purple hair girl.
Fujino.
Yeah.
Toka!
You didn't even pronounce the name right.
I know.
It's Toko.
Toko. The red-haired broke-ass bitch.
Oh yeah.
If you don't got money, take your broke ass home. I love her. She's great. She's just like, you just got like $1 million. And she's like, yeah, check out this like 18th century Ouija board. I had to have it.
Wait, Victorian era is 18th century.
I'm sorry, I can't pay you guys this month. I'm
Queen
broke.
Victoria's reign.
By the way, can I borrow some money?
Between the early 1800s and the 1860s.
Okay.
So Victorian
God.
era is the early 1800s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Early 1800s. God,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. I love Toko. She's great. Honestly, and I think partially this is because I just finished my semi-incomplete Aussie shrine, and like, if someone dropped $1 million in my bank account, I would go buy that $300 figure to finish my Aussie shrine.
Yeah.
'Cause why not?
Why the hell not? You've got it. May as well bomb it.
Like, I want the fucking shrine to be finished, and it's never gonna get finished at this rate.
Maybe in 2
So
years'
sad.
time.
Yeah, maybe later.
Alright. I think that covers it for characters and story.
Alright, everyone. Well,
Thanks.
try a little bit harder than we are.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Like, comment, subscribe.